當時佢講咗一句説話，我到而家仍然好記得。
He said one thing I still remember now.
佢話：人點解要憂慮咧
He said, why would men worry?
憂慮唔能夠解決問題，
Worry cannot resolve problems.
一天嘅憂慮一天就夠啦。
One day's problems is enough for that day.
聽日有聽日嘅憂慮。
Tomorrow will have tomorrow's
你
problems.
有冇見過人因為憂慮可以解決到問題咧？
Have you ever seen anyone who can resolve life's problem by worrying?
會唔會因為佢擔心佢頭髮會多咗？
Would he have more hair if we worry more?
因為佢會唔會因為佢擔心佢條命可以長啲？
If by worrying, would he have longer life?
如果佢擔心憂慮都唔能夠解決，點解你要憂慮咧？
If his worries and anxieties cannot help him, why worry?
咁我突然間諗起我好朋友，
I suddenly remember my good friend.
佢臨死之前
Before he died,
好多憂慮，
he had many worries.
但縱然止咁多，仲算有咁多憂慮，
Even though he had so many worries,
佢都唔能夠延長佢片刻嘅生命。
he cannot lengthen his life.
哇！我真係講得好啱。
This man makes sense.
咁突然間佢揭到一本書，
Then suddenly he turned to this book.
咩馬太福音，
What the Matthew, book of
咁原
Matthew.
來真係咁寫喎。
And he was reading from it.
咁我覺得哇，真係好有興趣。
So I thought this is rather interesting.
我自己心諗，
I thought to myself,
睇佢樣都唔係叻我好多嘅啫，
well, he didn't look that smart. I mean, not a lot smarter than me.
只不過多咗本書。
He had one book more than me.
咁於是乎我就開始對聖經有興趣。
So I was beginning to be interested in that book.
咁但係佢講得好快，
But it was very fast.
一陣間又話咩生命記，
Then it was Deuteronomy.
一陣間又話唔知咩雅各書。
And the book of Luke.
咁我唔知喺邊度揾。
And the book of James. Whatever, yes. So I don't know what are you talking about?
揾到嘅時候佢就跳咗去第二度。
When I could find it, it was referring to another
喂，
book.
咁我啦，我都投資咗一個錄影機，
So I invested in a tape the
將
recorder.
佢 program 錄咗，
I recorded the program.
跟住就我開始慢慢睇。
And I was reading my Bible very slowly.
講到路加福音，
When he was referring to the book of
我
Luke,
慢慢揭，
I was flipping through
跟住就
Luke.
一路咁睇。
Then I was looking at it and watching it.
有一日，
One day,
我睇到羅馬書，
I read this letter to the Romans.
佢話
It says,
人咧，無論你做咩嘢都好，
it says, whatever you do,
喺神嘅面前咧，
in the eyes of God,
都係唔夠好，
it's not good enough
因為你喺罪裏邊，
because you are in sin.
做乜嘢咁叻都唔得叻，
However brilliant you are, you're not good.
唯有
Only
去到耶穌嗰度，
when you go before this Jesus,
打開你個心，
open your heart.
因為聖經話，
Because it says,
你翻去神嗰度咧，
when you go back to Him,
只有一條途徑，
there is only one
你
way.
賺唔到嘅。
You cannot earn it.
無論你捐幾多錢，
However much money you pay,
做幾多善事，
whatever amount of good
點
work
樣
you've
做好
done,
人，
however wonderful
都
a
唔能
person
夠去
you
到
are,
神嗰度。
you cannot go before Him.
只有打開你個心，
Only when you open your heart
承認耶穌從死裏出
to，confess with your mouth that Christ had risen from the dead.
用你個口嚟承認
And you say it with your mouth.
耶穌你做我嘅主，
Jesus, you be my Lord.
你就可以去到神嗰度啦。
Then by that you can go before this God.
咁我睇咗本聖經，
And so I was reading this
佢
Bible.
又係咁樣講。
It is written like that.
咁突然間喺電視機，即係我錄影咗個電視機嗰度，
Suddenly in the recorder.
佢有手指指出嚟，你信唔信？
Now in this TV music, so do you believe?
哦唔信。
Yes, sir. Yes.
但係要我講出嚟喎，你信你就要講。
Now you say, now if you believe, you say it.
咁我講，
I said, oh, okay, I say it.
咁我就開聲同耶穌話：
So with my own words, I talked to Jesus.
我耶穌請你帶領我嘅生命，
I said, Jesus, you lead my life.
我心打開，
I open my heart to you.
請你做我嘅主。
You be the Lord of my life.
好奇怪，
Now it's very, very wonderful.
我一個人喺我
I was sitting in my room,
喺
on
喺
my
我
own,
睡房嗰度，
in my bedroom.
突然間空氣好似凝結咗，
Suddenly everything became very thick.
好平安，
Peace came.
形容唔到，
Indescribable.
好似嗰啲空氣，你攞個手可以掹一嚿出嚟咁樣。
It's so thick as if you can touch the air and take some out.
但外邊嘅環境冇變到，
Now the environment was not changed.
股票一樣咁樣冧，樓市一樣咁
Stock
冧，港幣
market
一
was
樣咁冧，
tumbling, the dollars and the
個
property.
個都話要嚟香港。
Everyone was talking about shall we leave Hong Kong?
但我自己好平安，
But I was having peace in my
荷
heart.
包一樣穿窿，
Well, the wallet had a hole,
但係好舒服。
but I felt good.
咁我同自己講，喂，唔通呢啲係心理作用？
I thought to myself, and now is this psychological?
但嗰陣時候我已經睇咗好多聖經，
Now by that time, I read much of this Bible.
聖經話俾我聽，
The Bible tells me
耶穌昨日、今日，直到永遠佢都唔
this
改變。
Jesus was the same yesterday, today, and forever.
昨日佢嚟救人，
Yesterday he came to save
今
God.
日一樣救人。
Today he also comes to
昨
save
日
him.
佢醫人，
Yesterday he healed
今
people.
日佢一樣嘅醫人。
Today he's also healing
咁
people.
嗰陣時我就同耶穌講，
So I said, Jesus,
我話耶穌而家好舒服，
Jesus, it feels good now.
不過我有樣嘢想同你講，
But there's something I want to say to you.
我腳咧就痛咗2年，
Do you know my foot? It's been hurting 2 years.
撞船站遊船河嗰時整親，
In a launch picnic, I hurt my knee.
掹腳嗰啲咩物理治療
The physiotherapists were working on me.
又唔得，
Didn't work.
噏跌打噏到個腳供晒龍，又係冇用。
Bone setters worked on it for months. Didn't work.
你醫人，
You heal people.
請你醫我，
Please heal me.
我信你。
I believe you.
我而家年紀都開始大啲啦。
I'm getting on.
如果人哋日日見到我喺街嗰度行，吉下，
If people looked at me limping on the street,
就知道我信咗耶穌，
and they said, this guy has believed in Jesus,
恐怕對你嘅名譽唔係幾好。
doing any good to your reputation.
咁我話耶穌，我
So I said, Lord Jesus,
我憑信心接受你嘅醫治。
in faith I received your healing.
咁3日後，
After 3 days,
我喺廳嗰度
I was in my living room.
跌咗個打火機，
I think I dropped my cigarette lighter.
咁我踎低去攞個打
I'm
火機。
picking it up.
平時如果我踎低咧，
Now usually if I kneel down like this,
What
or I
got
squat
lazy
down,
is
when I rise,
我一定要扶住啲凳，
I usually would lean on something.
或者台。如果我唔想痛的
Maybe
話，
a chair, maybe a table if I don't want to feel the pain.
但係嗰日我又唔記得咗。
That day I forgot.
咁我上嚟嘅時候，
So I was rising.
個心咧已經諗，唉，
The heart said, oh
唔
dear.
痛嘅，會
And it's going to be painful.
痛。點知上到你又唔痛喎？
How come there's no pain?
咁得意嘅，
Very strange.
我係踎低，
So I was
又起身，
now rising.
又踎
So I was
低，
squatting,
又起身。
rising.
咁我又諗，
And I was thinking to
唔
myself,
通今日但係天氣比較乾
now
燥
is
啲，
it because it was a dry day today?
或者我身體血氣旺啲，
That the blood was circulating better today?
但又踎低，
I was squatting,
又起身，
I was rising.
唔痛。
No pain.
突然間我心知道有件事發生咗，
Then my heart suddenly realized something.
個腦唔係幾明白。
Here, it didn't make sense.
我諗我喺度幾秒鐘，我唔知幾耐。
So I was completely at a loss.
個腦同個心
Because here, in here,
King man.
it's not matching.
個心
The
話
heart said
有件好奇妙嘅事情發生
a。miracle had happened.
你3日前嘅禱告，耶穌聽咗你講。
3 days ago, you prayed, Jesus heard your prayer.
咁我話
I said,
真係好咗，
it's better now.
真係好咗。
It's healed.
到而家我腳再冇痛過。
Now, I know what can happen.
咁我
So I'm very excited.
咁我同我太太講，
So I told my wife,
老婆，
I said, why?
喂，耶穌係真㗎。
Jesus is real.
哇，聖經講你一定係真㗎。
Oh, whatever is written in the Bible is true.
我老婆話：你唔好拋書包。
My wife said, don't you try to teach me anything.
會考我讀過聖經，
I had my certificate, GCE on Bible.
我熟過你。
I know more Bible than you.
你嘅腳啊，噏跌打都噏咗咁耐啦，
You went to the bone setter for months.
掹腳都掹咗咁耐啦，
You had physiotherapists working on it for
好
months.
翻有咩奇啊？
What's so unusual? Maybe just better.
唔好同我講咁多耶穌嘅嘢。
Don't tell me about this Jesus.